Welcome back. It's time for a season two first impression video. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for, like I said, a second season. This is gonna be on BOFURI. That's the short name, and then it's BOFURI. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. This is actually a series that, gosh, how long has it been since the first season? I feel like it was 2021, 2020. I'm looking it up right here. Oh, it just came out last year. So it's not that old. So for it to get a second season, pretty impressive. Um, the first episode was a little bit all over the place, to be honest, and I will explain why exactly. We essentially get our main character, and it's reestablished that she's not easy Kide. She is merely playing a video game. So she's playing the video game, and the whole essence of the video game that she's playing is that she basically maxed out her defense so much that she's untouchable. Now, before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. I have quite a bit of first impressions out, more to release. Not a lot more, but a few more that will be coming out. So make sure you follow my channel so you guys don't miss any of the new ones. Okay, I was already getting to the story and I completely forgot. So yeah, the first part of I would say there's about two, three parts. First part is her realizing there's a level four and getting together with her group essentially and getting to level four and then exploring level four. Um, while exploring, she basically makes friends with enemies, not really enemies, but they're people from other groups who eventually, you have to fight. Um, like one girl who is always a tough girl, she finds her in a cat uh, cafe essentially, and they start playing with cats and um, so on and so forth. There's just a lot of little scenes of basically them exploring level four, and that's kind of where I went. Like it's all over the place because they're trying to showcase all the characters that came out in the first season. That way, you know that they're still there. Um, well, eventually, it becomes a let's get together eventually, but we're gonna do this mission, and it's basically a multiple day mission, and they have to go and kill certain beast, and she teams up with one of the other enemies group's character, and he's just very impressed with how she fights and stuff like that. And she's made herself into a beast, and so they go 2 days basically killing creatures left and right. Um, that is probably the main part of the episode is that mission. And there's not really much, really, to be honest. They do fight like a swarm of bees, and that's probably the most interesting part, to be honest. Um, then the last, I want to say, 3, 4 minutes of the episode is the third part, and that's them getting together for a Christmas party, and they got these gifts from the mission, and they decided to open the gifts like if it's a Christmas gift, which they do end up being essentially new skins for them to wear or new clothes for them to wear, and they all end up being Santa Clauses, for the exception of a protagonist who ends up being Rudolph. And they're like, "Oh, he got the rare item, blah blah blah," and they're talking about how the defense and attacks are created within the costumes. Um, it really felt like an episode six, episode seven episode, to be honest. Um, Showcased a lot of characters that if you haven't seen the first season, you won't even care for. It had almost no development whatsoever when it came to those individual characters because they were there for a minute or two, and then another character will come out, and then another character will come out. So that just was a little bit bad. And then the whole Christmas thing, it felt like it was almost every anime has like episode six, episode seven is like their beach anime episode, or their Christmas episode, or their New Year's episode, where it's really just them having fun, and that's what it felt like. It didn't feel like a premiere, to be honest. So I'm gonna give this one a low score of 6 out of 10, just because it didn't feel like a second season premiere. Second season premiere for me has to be better than the first season, and it has to establish we are going in this direction now. And it didn't really do that, other than there's a new level. Boo hoo. So we'll see what happens. Might be too harsh on it, but those were my thoughts on it. So let me know what you guys think. Give me some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I will see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.